Hi, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork.com, and today I'll be showing you some camera tips on the Samsung Galaxy S3. So it doesn't matter if you have the Sprint, AT&T, T-Mobile, or eventually the Verizon versions, the camera tips will work for all versions of Galaxy S3. So let's go ahead and turn on our devices, and what we have here, first off, is we have the Galaxy S3 set on share shot mode. And what that means is that if you are out at a party, club, lounge, friend's house, whatever it is, and all your friends have a Galaxy S3, you can basically set on share shot, which uses Wi-Fi direct, and take pictures and connect all your Galaxy S3 together. So basically, once you're all taking pictures, as soon as you take them, you are sharing the photos with all your friends who are connected to your device. So you don't have to wait to check on Facebook. You don't have to ask them to email you the photos. You automatically get all the photos at once. So this is my T-Mobile Galaxy S3. It's the one with the back cover here, and this has the share shot setup, and you can see the Wi-Fi logo there and the share shot logo right there in the corner. You can see it right there. Same thing with the AT&T version. So what's going to happen is I'm going to take a bunch of photos with the AT&T version. It should show up here. You can see I'm going to be taking some photos of that right there. Take photos all around me. And yeah, so I've taken photos. I haven't taken any photo with this, but you can see, I'll show you this first. So this is the AT&T one I just took photos with. Those are the photos I just took, and you can see these are the photos I took, a bunch of them. Still more, still more. I still took some photos here, and there's photos of the device. And now if I pull into this, already I've downloaded all the photos I just took. Sorry about that. Screen rotation is locked. So all the photos I just took, and again you can see the radar 4G. So every single photo I just took has been downloaded to the T-Mobile Galaxy S3. Again, the one with the back cover. I used the AT&T version. So now I'm gonna do the same thing with the T-Mobile one to the AT&T version. So AT&T Galaxy S3 sitting down right there. T-Mobile version here. I'm going to take a slew of photos, take a different set of photos this time. So I'm going to be taking, start with the chair there. You can see around me on top, photos there. There's the beat box up there, a bunch of those. Lights on the ceiling. Okay, so T-Mobile version. Boom. Showing you some of the photos I've taken. You can see, just a quick scroll through a bunch of the photos, send them back out. So these are the photos I just took. The beatbox, we have that there. And then we go to AT&T Galaxy S3 here. Currently it's downloading some of those photos, so you can see already it's right there. Photo of the chair, and we continue on. So share shot is a very cool feature, especially if you have friends who have the same device as you do. It's pretty cool, the fact that you can actually take photos and immediately share them. So these are some of the things that you have the Galaxy S3 here. So if we click on that there, we can actually show you some of the other shooting modes. You have the single shot, which is your standard. You have your burst mode, and your burst mode here, you can actually turn on or turn off best shot. So I can take the Galaxy S3, I can hit the button here, and it will take 8 photos, process them for me. Tap on thumbnail, and it will say that's the best one there. So I tap on that one, I hit done, and it's only saved that one photo. Or I can turn it off and have multiple photos if I want to. Another thing here too, you do have HDR shot, so we can do that. We put two devices together, same thing, you just hit the button, it takes a process. Oh, that's a zoom, of course, has nothing to do with that. So that's also an option there. So you have your smile shot, which looks for smile. You can see that there. You also have your beauty shot, which basically looks for probably your most and best photo there. This also takes a process to do. And then you have your panorama, which you can see it pans, if you will. Actually, I'll do it this way so you can actually see what's going on. It's going to take a terrible shot right there, but process that, and we have that there. And then we have our cartoon, which gives us this cartoon feel and look to our devices. And then we have our body Photoshop. Now the body Photoshop basically deals with you taking photos of your friends. So if you're out and you're taking photos of your friends and you have them saved or you have them tagged already on your device, it will start auto tagging friends for you. So you can auto tag, and when you auto tag friends' photos, you can actually access their account information, aka their address, their telephone number off their photos, and make phone calls from this. It's very easy and very simple to do. Another thing here you can do with your S3 camera is you can customize your menu options there on screen. So if you actually hold down that button there, that brings you your different menu options where you can pull in and out. So I can say, you know, I don't want autofocus on there. I can take that out. I can now bring in my resolution. I can customize up to 4 things on the side menu bar, in and out. I can add effects if I want to, things like that. So it's a very easy and simple thing to do. You do have your full settings here. I suggest to shoot in a wide angle, you should go down to the resolution, change that to 6 megapixels, which will give you a wide angle photo. If you go to 8, you do have the bars, 4:3. If you go into 6 megapixels, you get 16:9 resolution here for your camera. Another good thing to note is when you're taking photos with the Galaxy S3, best to tap on the screen. That will help you autofocus, and then you can take your photo. And you can still take continuous shots by just continue tapping on the photo, so you can see in the corner photos are just flashing through. I just took about 6 shots there of the Radar 4G. Now with video, again, you can record and also take photos at the same time. So you switch the video, you switch from camera to video, hit the record button, and then the photo option comes up. So you can see the photo camera button is up there, and I can take shots. I can continue to take shots of different things, and stop that right there. I took a 10-second video. So that's the video, but there's all the other shots I took from there. And if I play the video, I can also take snapshots from there, and I can do the picture-in-picture, if you will. You can see that up there in the top right-hand corner. So we'll talk more about that in other videos as we go along. So your video settings, you have your normal and you have your limit for MMS. Your normal means you're basically recording at 1080p for your video. You can turn on and off your flash to actually use as a light to record. So if I hit record, you can see the light comes up, very bright. Turn that off. If you go into the settings here, you can see self-record, basically just your front-facing camera, your flash on, normal mode, exposure, your resolution, maximum is 1080p. Now if we change that record from normal to MMS, doesn't give you a resolution, basically drops it down to 480 because you're sending it as an MMS message. You can also customize your timer and your effects. You can do effects for negative zone. You can record in all these effects as well as take photos in all those various effects. And if we switch the camera back, same thing. Now the cool thing here is you can change your scene mode. So when you're taking photos in different scenarios, so if you're trying to get a landscape photo or portrait photo, if it's nighttime, you best want to use night. If you're indoors, like I am right now, indoor photos, you can see gives you a sharper look and also helps reduce a lot of noise in there. You got your beach and snow shots, so basically a lot of glare and sunlight, if you will. Got sunset, dawn, fall colors. You got fireworks, you got text, you got candlelight and backlight. So there are different scene mode options to help you get the best shot, if you will, from your camera. So it's very customizable. You can do a lot of things with it there. But when you select one of the scene shots, you lose a lot of things like your autofocus, your exposure value. So you can still customize it by taking the single shot, and you can, you know, change your exposure. So you can add more lighting into it, or you can actually reduce the amount of light that you're getting in. So if you're outside, it's very sunny, use exposure and drop it down. It goes to a value of -2 and +2. You can increase and reduce the light exposure coming into your photos in there. You can also change your white balance, change it to daylight, cloudy, from auto to fluorescent. Also, you can check your ISO. So it's set on auto. You can go to 800, which is the maximum ISO here, and also change the centering for your photos. Now, anti-shake is an option there that you have. You also have your contrast, which you can turn on and off. You have grid lines, which you can add, so you can actually center your photos while you're taking them. And you do have the image quality you can set from normal to super fine. Other things like shutter sound, we set GPS tag. So if you want people to know where you're taking your photos, sure, you can do a GPS tag on it. But overall, those are the different options you have while using the Galaxy S3 camera. But the cool features I do like are the share shot, and also the buddy shot, where you can tag your friends and actually starts auto tagging it for you, so you know you have them stored on your device. And the share shot, again, allows you to instantly share your photos with friends with the Galaxy S3. Just a word of caution, I suggest that you be careful what kind of photos you take while using share shot, so that you don't send some very explicit photos to friends, just in case. But it will, if you're not using it after 5 minutes, it will time out, and it will give you this message. If I just take you there quickly, head to gallery, took a screenshot here. So it's basically Wi-Fi Direct, and it says Wi-Fi. There's been no activity for the last 5 minutes with Wi-Fi Direct, so it's going to disable it. So if you're not using it for more than 5 minutes, it will actually shut off Wi-Fi Direct to conserve your battery power, and it won't drain your system. So that is pretty much it with the Galaxy S3 camera. Some very cool features overall. If you guys have any questions or any comments, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. It's Booredatwork with 2 O's. So this is Thunder saying thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.